Hi everybody, Matt the Brat here. Hope you're having a good week. And this week, or this episode, in this Halloween special I'm doing, we're talking about the 2019 movie Ready or Not. The movie came out around September 2019. I did not see this movie in the theater. I don't know why. But I remember when it came out, where I was working, a lot of people, like customers and co-workers, kept talking about, oh yeah, I saw this movie this past weekend, Ready or Not, and it's really good horror and comedy at the same time. These two guys made the film. I had that chick from that Netflix movie, The Babysitter, and it was really good. And I kept hearing, word of mouth, and finally when the movie came out on Blu-ray, I think around November, December, it was one of those movies that I just said, you know what, since I heard a lot of great word of mouth from people, I'm just going to buy it. Which I don't normally do, is just buy a movie that I haven't never seen. But this is one of those moments that I was like, you know what, I've heard enough people talk about it, I've seen the reviews, it's like in the 80s or so, critically. So I'm just going to get it. I'm going to buy it. Why not? And let me tell you, this is a very good horror comedy. These directors, Matt Oakland and Tyler Gillette, went on to do the new Scream movie. See, I got Ghostface back here. The recent Scream movie that came out earlier this year, they're currently working on the new Scream. Right now, Scream 6. I don't know what the official title will be. But anyway, let's get into the actual movie. Positives. Samara Weaving plays the main character. She's getting married to this guy, and this family has a ritual that every time someone gets married, they play a game. They sit around a table and pick out the game, and that's the game they play at night. Little does the new bride know that it's actually a sacrifice. The family has to sacrifice someone at the end of the night in order to not, die when the sun comes up in the morning. And it's an interesting concept, but it works so well in this movie. I love the idea. It has a nice blend of horror and comedy. Number one, like Samara Weaving is a perfect final girl. She has the look, she has the attitude, she's funny at times, she's in the dark and a badass at times. I love the outfit with the white wedding dress and the pea flyers shoes in yellow, and then her with the shotgun with the gun in her hand. That image on the poster was always great, and even more when you see it in the movie. They start from the shoes and go pan up all the way to her, and it's a great shot. Also, the cinematography in this movie, I love the use of orange and black throughout this movie. It really fits the color palette for the film. It has just a unique look, and it works great with the movie, the humor in this movie. And then we had, right then, when they announced that these directors were going to go on and make a new Scream movie, I was like, yeah, these guys are the perfect guys. After what they just did with Ready or Not, they were able to mix horror and comedy, which is very much what Scream is. And they did an amazing job with that. So the horror works. The comedy and the script. The script has is a sharp script, sharp dialogue, a lot of funny moments. And this also has a great ensemble cast. Whether you start with Samara Weaving, you have Adam Brody in here as one of the brothers. I also really like his arc in the movie. Andy McDowell plays the mother-in-law. I forget the father. The guy who plays the father was in the first Mission Impossible movie. He's going to be in the new one. And he's going to be in the new Scream movie. Are there a great ensemble, and then the other, brothers and sisters in the movie have great moments to shine. The pacing, I think, works pretty well. This movie's about an hour and 90 minutes total before credits. The only negative I have with this movie was after Samara Weaving's character leaves the house and tries to get away through the woods and in a barn area. The pacing kind of slows down a little bit. And then it picks up at the very end. But I think if they maybe did something with the part where she leaves the house, it might have worked a little bit better. Overall, though, I think this is a great horror film. I've been watching this movie every year now since 2019. I watch it just at the end of September to get into October. And like I said, I highly recommend this movie. The only problem I had with this movie was, as much as I was excited for these directors to go on and do the new Scream movie, I didn't feel like the new Scream movie emphasized the horror and comedy that this movie did. That a lot of the Scream movies do have that nice blend. They do have the horror aspect that works, but then they also have that humor that works so well. Especially when it comes to dialogue. I think you go back to watching the first Scream. And I think that was missing in the recent Scream movie. Because they had it in this movie, Ready or Not. Anyway, I think this is a highly, very good movie to watch during the month of October. It's a great performance by Samara Weaving, the new final girl, as we call them in horror films. And a great ensemble, great cinematography. So yeah. Also, if you are watching this video, let me know what you think about this new color. I put a filter over the lens, over the light. Trying to do something for the, Halloween time. A little bit of an orangey color. Let me know if it works or not. If you don't think it works, let me know. That way I can change it up next time. Go back to just a normal white, filter over it. Anyway, Matt the Matt here. Hope you like this. If I said, check out Ready or Not. It's probably on some streaming service or maybe on Amazon. But it's a highly recommendable film. And I think it's one of the better in the past 3 years. I can't believe this movie's already 3 years old. It came out in 2019 before the pandemic started. And I'm like, wow, it's been already 3 years. Where has the time gone? But anyway, that's me here, Matt the Matt here.